Hey guys! If you're contemplating on planning a trip to Hong Kong, especially kung isasama nyo ang Hong Kong Disneyland anytime soon, I'm sure you'd love to get some practical tips. Hello, my name is Jing, and I recently visited Hong Kong this month to relearn how it's like to travel on an average budget with minimal planning. So if you're interested to know my first-hand tips from booking a flight, finding a hotel, and planning your Hong Kong Disneyland visit, you're definitely on the right track. Alright, first things first is booking a flight. My first tip to you is to book your flight ahead of time. This way you have a bigger chance of landing a great deal on tickets. I got my round-trip ticket from PAL for almost 14,000 pesos, which is actually a good deal already considering ang regular PAL tickets can go as high as 30,000 pesos and more. Which brings me to tip number 2, buy your tickets during seat sale. Local airlines like PAL and Cebu Pacific usually hold seat sales several times a year. Best to follow their social media accounts to get notified on upcoming deals. Next is to book your accommodations through booking.com. I really like how easy it is to compare prices of any kind of accommodations in the app, whether you want a hotel, service apartment, or dorm type place. You're sure to get one that fits your preference. Best of all, booking.com provides hassle-free booking with features like free cancellation, no prepayment needed, or pay at the property. Now you're ready to buy Disney park tickets, and when it comes to getting great deals, nothing else compares to Klook. I got the one-day ticket with early park entry to the World of Frozen, which I'll be elaborating later in the video. If you choose to stay in any of the 3 Disney hotels, your top privilege is early park entry. That's right, you get to enter the theme park 1 hour ahead of official opening and get to take pictures by the iconic Disney Railroad with less people around. Another good thing about early park entry is the shops at Main Street are less crowded, so you can scan the merch and buy them with shorter lines at the counter. Now we're off to the main event for this trip, World of Frozen. If you're like me and visiting Anna and Elsa is the main purpose of your Disney trip, then pay close attention. I highly recommend Klook's exclusive World of Frozen early park entry with park ticket. This way, you get to enter the park and avail of the rides an hour ahead of official opening time. So don't forget, Disney hotel guests with regular tickets are allowed early entrance to the main gate and access to Main Street. But like everyone else, you can't access the rides anywhere in the park, including World of Frozen, until official park opening time. So when in Arendelle, have your photo taken quickly at the fountain, then go straight to the Frozen Ever After boat ride. Don't wait too long because once the park entirely opens to the public, you're sure to get caught in a long line like the rest. Up ahead is the Frozen Ever After boat ride, so if you don't want any spoilers, just skip to the next part. Be ready to get splashed on because some parts of the ride have several drops. Speaking of drops, there's one deep drop near the end, so make sure to brace yourselves and hang on to your things. I almost dropped my sunglasses because I wore it over my head. Luckily, I held on to it just in time. If you're riding with smaller kids, just keep them seated between 2 grown-ups so they won't get too scared. After the boat ride, you'd be exiting through the TikTok toys and collectibles where Disney merch are available. Well, mostly from frozen. Take advantage of the quick lines at the counter when you get there early and buy your souvenirs. Actually, common items like Mickey ears, magnets, and keychains are also available at the gift shops in Disney hotels. So if you're staying in one, then it's good to scan the shop first before you head to the park. Well, in my case, I visited the trading post at Disney Explorers Lodge the night before to get an idea of what items are available. What's good about buying from the hotel gift shop is you're given 3 vouchers with 10 Hong Kong dollars off any item. Even better is they replenish the vouchers daily. So that's around 60 Hong Kong dollars worth of vouchers in total if you stay for 2 nights. Now your next move is to check the other attractions in Arendelle and see which rides have shorter waiting times. This is where tip number 10 comes in. Download the Hong Kong Disneyland phone app and create an account. This app comes in really handy, especially if you want to see which rides are nearby and how long is the minimum wait. This app also provides an updated schedule of live attractions in real time, so you won't have to miss your favorite shows, like the Festival of the Lion King. Now let's go to the most important part of this trip, where and what to eat. I initially planned on bringing some small snacks in the park, but unfortunately, there are no convenience stores near my hotel. Well, actually, there are none in the Disney vicinity apart from their official stalls. So my next tip is to buy your favorite snacks before visiting the park. Entrance security does allow you to bring personal food items like sandwiches, chips, fruits, and even drinks. This way, you get to save more on food expenses and spend your extra cash on other stuff. I had all my meals inside the park, and I have to admit that I could have saved more if I came prepared, but on the brighter side, I got to experience having my entire day's meals at Disney Park and share it with you all. My lunch at the Golden Crocus Inn consisted of Arendelle's Village Chicken Roll, stuffed with ham and cheese, with a side of veggies, plus a bottled soda. This single meal alone costs a whopping 218 Hong Kong dollars, or roughly above 1,500 pesos. I also had burger, fries, and soda for dinner at the Starliner Diner, which cost me around 140 Hong Kong dollars, or almost 1,000 pesos. Then for snacks, I had coffee with brie and ham croissant at Starbucks, amounting to 123 Hong Kong dollars, or about 800 pesos. So that's a grand total of 481 Hong Kong dollars, or almost 3,500 pesos. Was it worth it? Well, I'm all for saving money, but I also love piling up on memories and experiences. So having to do this at least once is actually good for me. Now let's go back to the remaining park attractions. During December, Disney parks have the tree lighting ceremony at around 6:15 p.m., so you may want to secure a good spot at Main Street at least 30 minutes earlier. You should also watch it a bit farther from the tree. Right at the center of Main Street is okay, so you'll have a better view of the drones on the background. As for the much anticipated fireworks show during the momentous nighttime spectacular event, make sure to find a good spot by the garden facing the castle or at Main Street at least an hour before. Don't worry, you won't even notice the time passing. Just consider it as your rest time after all the hours of walking around the park. Lastly, the most important tip I have to give is have fun and enjoy every moment in the park. So what if you can take a video of the entire fireworks display? What's more important is the experience of watching it live and not on your phone screen. At the end of the day, what matters most is having to experience everything firsthand. So, remember to be in the moment and have a blast while you're at it.